Hey, it is Quinn here, and I am back with some more chord voicings for the bass. So today we're going to take a look at some seventh voicings, specifically some voicings that are based on what are typically called shell voicings for the guitar. So really common in jazz, but you know what? They work great on the bass too. Really super usable. You can use them in all kinds of stuff. So let's jump in with the first one. We're going to try an E major 7 voicing. So we're going to start with the notes E, G sharp, and D sharp. So here's what it's going to look like. Super usable voicing, pretty easy to play, and again works really good for moving around. So we could kind of plane that voicing and move around, get some kind of fusion sounds like this. Sounds pretty cool. Again, we can arpeggiate it. We can kind of muffle that bottom note and go back and forth with these kind of nice funky grooves. Love doing that kind of stuff again, especially if there's not a lot of other instruments doing their thing. You can really fill out the space a little bit, kind of be the rhythm instrument as well. So that's the major 7th voicing. The next one's going to be the dominant 7th voicing. So we're only changing one note. So we're taking the D sharp from the major 7th voicing, and we're going to move it down a half step to D. So now we have E, G sharp, and D. Might recognize a little bit of that one. I think that voicing works great for some James Brown. So now moving along with our 7th chords. That was the dominant 7th. Now we're going to try the minor 7th. So this is going to be E, G, and D. Oh, I really like the way this one sounds. Again, super usable. All the same things we did with the previous ones, we can do with this one as well. Works really good. It's nice and open, so it doesn't get too muddy when you play it on the bass. Especially, again, you play it towards kind of the middle of the neck or up even a little bit higher. It can sound really nice. If you do go to play it the same voicing on the low E, you do kind of run into mud territory a little bit. So, you know, just be careful if you play it too low on the neck. Same with all of these. So for our next voicing, we're going to try an E minor 7 flat 5 voicing. So with this one, since we're only doing 3-note voicings for now, you have to look at kind of what are the most important notes in the chord in order to get this sound. So we need that flat 5, and we need the flat 7th from the chord too. So unfortunately, the note we got to kind of drop is the flat 3rd on this. So there's some other voicings we can do to get that note in there, but for right now, this voicing is going to be E. It's going to be B flat, and then D. So all together sounds like this. Okay, so you can use that anytime you run into like a minor 7 flat 5 chord if you're playing some jazz stuff. So you're probably more likely to see that chord in passing as you're going on to some other voicings. So let's see if I'm doing like... So it has this sort of tension to it. So you see that a lot in minor 2-5-1 progressions. Then we got one more right here. This is the weirdest one of them all, and probably the one you're least likely to use, but you know, hey, it's still an interesting sound. You might be able to find a way to use it, but this is the minor major 7 chord. So this is going to be E, G, and D sharp. This is going to look like this. desired sounding no matter how you play it. That would work well in some situations where you're trying to hold down like a kind of melodic minor type of sound or harmonic minor. So something where you've got this nice kind of dissonant major seventh interval in with your minor chord. So maybe even try it in passing, like maybe you do your regular minor chord, and then you drop that top note down to a major seventh in passing. Keep it going down, keep kind of like a line cliche sort of thing happening. So might be some situations where you can use it, but that's another one that you can try to come up with something for. So that's all of my seventh chords for today. So thank you for watching this video on bass chords. If you really like this video, give it a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can get notified when I put up the next video in this series. So thank you for watching.